Okay, we'll start at
All right, all
4:40.
right, Jared. I'm gonna hang you up because we got a meeting to start. So I'm just gonna move you to like another.
Wait. I get a charger though. Right?
So the
Hey,
context.
Jason, I'm being asking for real.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll let you charge.
Like,
I'll let you charge that.
alright,
Yes. Yes. Okay.
alright, alright. I could like.
Okay. Okay. Well, now he's heading to my house.
Oh,
God damn it.
okay,
All right. Well, you can start the meeting now. Yeah.
okay. Well, hello, people. Welcome to the final meeting for Minecraft Tuesday.
Whoa. Whoa.
Uh,
Final meeting. Whoa. That's a.
yeah, final meeting. I
Whoa.
know Ryan
You
set us on a
never.
deadline. He's so
Whoa.
mean.
You never told me that.
Disclosure only goes down from here.
Whoa. Hey
We
guys.
should all spam Ryan and tell him that he's really mean for making
When
this the
did you
final
guys
meeting.
say it was your final meeting? You guys never told me that.
Oh, we were under
Anyways,
the
You you
impression you knew.
you never told no. You never told me that.
Okay, well,
anyways,
All right.
it is
Well.
the final meeting.
All right. Let's make this go with the
we'll
bang.
we'll have to deal with it. So we did not get any projects, which I understand. It is March, like mid March, beginning March. I don't know, and people have work, so I can understand that, especially with a 1 week deadline. But I thought so. I wanted to review the data pack world that Lance made as an example, along with some of the other projects. But since we didn't get any projects, I thought, why not just go in blind? I thought I would prepare myself, but it's more fun to just go in blind. So let's see how much of this I can get with a lot of work on my mind. So let me pull up VS Code. Uh, if it chooses to work. Okay, okay. The editor could not be opened. What do you mean file not found? Did you break something, Lance?
it worked when I downloaded it. Do you put it into your saves file?
What is horse? What? I'm very confused right now.
Did you extract it?
I
It's a
wait,
zipped file.
which it's a zipped file? Okay. You did not tell me I had to extract it.
I I said put the extracted file in the saves folder. It should be good to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just suffer then. But now I will share my screen. If I can find the share screen button. There it is. Okay. Screen one, go live. Cool. So here we have VS Code, right? And if you look at my Minecraft screen right now, I have loaded the world that Lance made. I'm gonna reload it real quick because I did not extract the data pack. But here it is. It exists. Amazing. Now, from here, let's just get a quick example of how this game works. So, from how I understand it, you pick up this pew pew, and then you press this button to start. It counts down, and then you right click and you shoot, and chickens die. I know. We love butchering chickens. Well, I guess except people who don't, but besides
Valorant.
the point. Okay. And there are barrier blocks here to stop you from getting too close, but it seems to go through the barrier blocks. Okay. And let's see how the chickens exist. Uh, so this exists, and we have a scoreboard to the right that says timer and score. I'm assuming the timer is counting down how much time I have left in the game, right, Lance?
Yeah.
And the score is how many chickens I killed.
Yup.
And it's 1 when the game is over.
No, it's 0, but you accidentally killed one.
Oh,
You know what? I should
okay.
probably put that in the tick.mc function so it always runs like that.
Yeah, I did to you, Lance. You should look at my. You should look at my camera. Look who's here.
Oh, hi,
Look who's
Jerome.
here.
Just
This little gnome appears in my room. All right, continue with the meeting, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Fix that in post. Anywho, where was I, Lance? Remind me.
you were talking about how I was talking about how the score is supposed to set to 0 when the game ends, but you accidentally killed an extra chicken, so now the score is 1, which I should probably fix.
Okay, well, Lance has a bug. Cool. We already found one thing.
I'll talk about it once he starts reviewing the code.
Well, that's happening now. Unless, hold on. Can I just? Okay, so we have chicken start, chicken timer, right click, sneak detection. Sneak detection. Okay. Chicken launch, armor stand, which I'm assuming is how you launch the chickens. No? Is that just an armor stand? I don't
Oh,
know.
wait.
Oh, it's for the right click detection. Okay. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. Chicken kill, steps, timer, and chicken shooter. Okay. I guess let's go into VS Code now. So we have the basic pack structure, lesson one, lesson one. Oh, it's because I extracted it. Okay. Then we have data, and then inside global we have advancements. Okay. What? Is this the right data pack? Did I extract the wrong one? Lance, is this in
No,
yours?
go into lesson 1 dot. Wait,
Did I
the heck?
extract the wrong one? Hold on. Did I cause an oopsie? I think I caused an oopsie. Um,
Yeah, my file is called data pack tutorial, not data packs.
okay. That's confusing. Why is there no data? Why is there just lesson one dot raw in here? Okay. I let me fix that real quick. Technical difficulties. Play elevator music or insert elevator music here. Here, data pack tutorial, data packs. There's only lesson one and lesson one dot raw in the file you sent, Lance.
Data pack underscore tutorial.
I'm well, that's the world, right?
Yeah, just put the world file into your saves folder.
Yeah, but where's the data pack that you made?
Pretty sure it's lesson 1.
It's just lesson one. Well, this is lesson one, so okay. Let me figure this out. Data, Minecraft. Oh, I deleted the one that actually had the stuff in it. Okay. I can fix this. Don't worry, people. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert. Saves, Minecraft Tuesday testing, data pack, and then I'm assuming if I go here, and then lesson one, and then I just drag it in here. Okay, let me see. That is still not it. Delete that. I'm gonna delete this because that's the wrong file. Okay. Now this should be the right file. Okay. It's working. So we have the basic function definitions with the .json files for load and tick. If we open Minecraft Tuesday, we've got functions and tags. Okie dokie. Ah, our first subfolder. So I don't know if we did this in any of the lessons. Did we, Lance? We
Yeah,
did.
during the raycast one.
Oh, okay, okay. We have a subfolder called chicken shooter. Chicken start. That summons a bunch of chickens. Okay. So from what I understand, these are hard-coded positions, Lance, specific
Yeah.
to this world.
We could
Just
tie
so
it to
it
the
exists.
scoreboard, but it's honestly faster to just paste 50 chickens in there. Also, sorry about the lawnmower outside.
Okay. Uh, then you set that on the sidebar. Cool, cool, cool.
If you work with particles and try and make like particle patterns, you're gonna have to place each individual particle. So this is gonna be decently common.
Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna ignore what's happening at Discord real quick. Uh, so you have a 1,000 tick second timer. 1,000 tick timer. I'm not going insane. And that's the second it says go, right?
That's 1,000 ticks is 50 seconds, so you can change that to whatever you want. Just multiply your seconds by 20.
Okay, okay. And we got a chicken timer right here. Forward players remove timer chicken shooter 1. Players add dummy chicken launch 1. So why are we removing the chicken shooter timer? Oh, so if this is equal to 1, I'm assuming, then we don't launch chickens. And we only set this to 1 once this is removed. I'm confused. I need to see where chicken launch is. Uh, timer function ready, set. You couldn't have done a 1 second timer in between these?
You mean like using a scoreboard?
Yeah.
I could, but it's simpler to just do a schedule function. So a schedule function is basically a command that allows you to run functions, but the downside is you can only run it as the world. So if you want to specify something in like a multiplayer setting, it's going to be much harder to do.
Okay, okay. Um, hello world. When does it
That
say
is
hello
just
world?
it just that's just my thing to check if my load.mc function works to make sure that my
Oh, okay. So
files
on
are good.
reload.
Yeah, it's just like a
Add,
general
add,
good thing.
add, add right click. Okay. Let's check the tick.mc function. If
So the first two lines, those are from a raycast. We can ignore those. It's everything that comes after that that's part of the game.
okay. If score dummy chicken start matches 1 run schedule function. Chicken start? That's a go
That, that
though.
that is our trigger to start. So check the command block in the world. That that command block it just sets scoreboard to 1, so that's going to be our trigger to check when like we've pressed the button.
And can you explain why this goes in backwards order?
They all run on the same tick, so it really doesn't matter which when you how you put the order in.
Okay. Execute if score dummy chicken start matches 1 run scoreboard player set dummy chicken start 0. Okay, so we're setting it to 0.
The only time like order actually matters is when you want to kill something and then run a function and then kill something. Like if I wanted to run a command at a pig to launch up into the air and then kill itself, I would make sure that it runs the launch command first before killing itself. So that's when you would put. Oh my goodness, my mouse button didn't work? Okay, let me turn on voice activity. So the only situation in which you would like actually order the commands is when a entity is going to kill itself after running a command. So if I wanted to make like a pig launch itself and then kill itself, I would put the kill command last.
Okay. So I see you set chicken start to 0 here, but you're not checking whether or not it's equal to 0 anywhere.
But I oh I am checking to see whether it matches 1.
20 here.
It,
Okay.
it,
So what does chicken start do?
it summons all the chickens and sets the timer to 1,000.
The scoreboard chicken start?
Yes. It scoreboard chicken star runs the function chicken star, which sets the timer to 1,000 and spawns all the chickens.
Okay. Run function chicken timer. Okay. Matches 1, run scoreboard players, reset score chicken shooter. So the
So
second that timer, yeah,
that is the
proceed.
problem I had earlier with like the score being 1 at the end. So I only ran a command to check it like whether the game has ended once, but I should be checking it like all the time. So instead of having the score be reset, I could set the score and timer to 0 and then have the world check to see whether the chicken shooter timer matches 0 all the time. So whenever like I accidentally shoot a chicken outside of the game being outside of the game starting, I can reset it then instead of just right before the game is about to end.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Execute
the problem
is
we had earlier.
mm, your score is. Did it print that message? Was I just blind? It did not print that message. So why
Yeah,
did
that
it not print the message? If chicken shooter matches 1, run.
honestly it
So
printed it the
every
first time.
it's because you reset that before you ran the tow raw.
Maybe.
So if we were to switch this up real quick, well, I should probably delete that, but and then put it after this. Control S, and let's play this out again. Did I break it? Okay, I think I did a thing, Lance.
We all
So
do
what
things every
does
once in a while.
chicken start has to be 0. So scoreboard, objectives. How do I
It's
set score
players.
again?
It's
Am I
players.
going?
Scoreboard players.
Oh, so I am going insane. Okay. Okay. Now if I do that that did I not? Lance, what did I do wrong here?
You're no, set it to dummy. Not the name is dummy. I did
Oh,
not set it to the player name because
okay. So now it should start. No. Oh, the data pack just doesn't exist. Cool, cool, cool. So if I quit and then reload, now will you work? Okay. Have I broken it? Did I break the data pack? Lance. No? Okay, but we can assume that works, right? Right, Lance? I'm gonna assume that's a yes from Lance. So from here, where were we? Right here.
yeah, it, it
Theoretically, it should work if I didn't break the world. Uh, if dummy chicken launch matches 20, run data merge. Can you explain this data merge bit, Lance?
okay. So that every go back to chicken timer. So we are running this function every 20 ticks, 1 second. Just gotta remind y'all. I am every tick. I am increasing the chicken launch value by 1. So every 20 ticks, go back to tick.mc function. Every 20 ticks, I am running that highlighted command. So the command I'm running is data merge, which basically lets us modify the NVT values or like the details of a entity. And for that specific one, I want to make the launch random. I specified that I wanted a random chicken, one singular random chicken every 20 ticks, and I want to modify the motion, that little part at the end, by I wanted to modify the Y motion by 1 positively. So basically, I'm upping the Y motion by 1.
Essentially launching it into the air, right?
Yes, that's yeah. Like if you
Uh,
look at any graph, like in math, you'll know that Y is up and down, and if you move it positive, it goes up.
okay. And is this comma necessary? That's bugging me.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Um. So just to show what Lance is talking about, I believe if we do data get entity at e, we can do type equals chicken, right? Or is it nbt?
It's type.
It's type, right?
It's
It
type.
is type. Chicken. Am I missing something?
You didn't specify it to do anything. Oh wait, no, you need a data get entity. Okay, you need to specify that you only want the entity of one chicken because the world cannot like give you the entity of every single chicken in the game, or else like that's gonna break your computer or Minecraft or both.
Okay, so here we have the data values for one chicken. You'll notice some stuff that aren't in the regular game in here, like this fabric attachment stuff. That's just from my game. I use a modded version of the game, so it could be different. But if you go back to, I believe, the first lesson when we got our little horsey dude, we gave him invulnerability. That would be defined here with invulnerable and things like that. Brain would be AI, I believe, right? And with chickens, you have specific things like egg lay time, which specifies how much time there is between each chicken laying an egg. And is chicken jockey, whether something is riding the chicken. And you also have health here, things like that. You can do the same thing for players too, I believe, right, Lance?
No, you can get the NBT data of a player, but you can't modify it.
Are you sure?
Quick Google search. Hold up.
I thought there were some NVT tags that you could
No,
change.
you cannot change player NBT data.
So if we check my thing real quick, this is me, right? Right, this is me. Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh, no, F3D. Okay, there we go. Now if I run that command again, this is me. You can see the things that I have in my recipe book. Uh, death time. That's one I've never used. Uh, game mode, absorption amount. So different effects and things. You'll see that players have a lot more NBT tags than most other entities because we have a lot more things that we can change, like effects and parts of the game. Well, I mean, we can change effects and stuff. Other things, not really, as Lance said. Um, back to this. So we look through load and tick. We didn't check. Oh, this is the list of blocks that it can go through, right? Yes, because there's barrier, and that's what we saw earlier when the pew pew was shot. It went through that barrier block, and it can go through all these other blocks as well, as Lance covered in his raycasting. Uh, okay. Uh, I'm not sure if Lance said this in his video, but there are many different ways to do raycasting. This is just one of them, purely for time's sake. But if you were interested in looking it up, there are many videos around the World Wide Web that could help you with that. Um, was that all, Lance? Did I miss anything?
I want to do or like take note of some. Okay, so you know how some servers have boss bars at the top that display like score values? I want to teach like how to take the timer score value and then just put it at the top instead of having it be on the side. Because one, the side value is sort of ugly, and if we use seeing because we can only have one scoreboard on the side up at a time. If we set the timer to if we put the timer on the top of our screen, we can like free up the score or the scoreboard for other spaces. Like if we wanted to add ammo, we can put it on the sidebar. I for some
You want to
reason
do
my
that on your
Minecraft.
screen, Lance?
Yeah, but for some reason my game frozen. My nothing's working, which is a small problem.
Then do you want to just run them through it, and I can show the steps on my screen if yours is not working?
Okay.
Okie dokie. Okay, first step.
It's actually really short. Uh, uh, okay, I sent some stuff to Aditya so he has a reference while he talks about it.
Well, I talk what?
Or while I talk about it, yeah, while I talk about it. So, first thing we need to do, we need to create the boss bar. So, Aditya, would you be so kind as to head to, actually, I can stream, I can stream. And then to create the boss bar, we do boss bar, then we add it, And then we add an NBT tag that allows us to identify the boss bar. We're not going to add, or we're not going to make it a like you can't use the title for this because you might want to have multiple boss bars with the same title. NBT tags to specify which boss bar is which. And here we can add some NBT data to the boss bar. First, we can add the text. And then let's call it timer because that's what we want it to be. And then after that, we specify the color of the boss bar we want to be. So all of these are like options you can do for the boss bar, by the way. We click on color, and then specify that it's green. I seem to have an extra quotation mark. Okay, next we want to head into tick.mc function. So first, we want to grab the value from the scoreboard and then put it into our boss bar. So how we do that is we execute and then store, because we want to store the values in our boss bar. Store the result, boss bar, and then we use our NBT tag over here to specify that we want it to be our timer boss bar. Value, because we want to get the value, and then we run scoreboard, players, get, and then we can use whatever we want for this. If we want it to be a mob, like any like bosses we want to make, we can specify the type we want it to be. Click like @e type is equal to sheep. I think I did my NBT tag wrong. But here we want to specify that we want it to be the timer. So since I put the name for the timer as timer, we get the name of that. And then we specify which scoreboard we want it to be. So seeing as how I tied my timer to the chicken shooter scoreboard, I'm going to get chicken shooter. Next, or we want to specify how many sections of health we want the boss bar to have. So to do that, we do boss bar set timer, then max 1000. Just to remind you guys, this is not the name. Like, if you want to do this, you don't use the name of the entity, use the name of the NBT tag. And 1000 means we have split the boss bar into 1000 sections. So each time the scoreboard goes down, it's going to go down by as many sections as the timer indicates. So here we set it to 1000. It's going to go down by 1/1000th of a section. If I were to set it to 100, it would go down by 1/10th. Wait, I can't fractions. 1/100th of a second, and so on and so forth. So finally, we want to set which players the boss bar is viewable to. Like in Minecraft, if you get too far away from a wither or something, the boss bar disappears. So to do that, we do set boss bar set timer, and then players, everyone, because everyone's playing in the game, which is just one person. And if Aditya would be so kind as to put that into
Oh,
uh,
let me share my screen real quick.
try and
Okay.
try and remove like the thing you did earlier so your Minecraft works again, because it
Oh,
would be
my
a bummer.
Minecraft works. I just fixed that while you were talking.
Okay.
So you'll see at the top of my screen I have a load timer. I just loaded the world anew, so it started on its own. But when it's done, we should one see that the little score thing in chat shows up, but also that the timer itself resets. Your score is none. Okay. Now if I start this, There we go. You should see at the top that the timer is reset. The score thing still doesn't work, but that's okay. Is that all, Lance?
I mentioned earlier that you can like set the distance of the boss bar, like to which players you want it to be visible to. If you want to do that, you can execute an entity, and then let's just do that's just. I don't have a specific entity I want to specify, but if I did, let's just do at s as at s. Wait, I'll just switch those around. If we want to do that, we execute at s as at s, and then we run boss bar players, and we specify the distance to players or anything within 35 blocks. So now this will execute it at s, and then if any players come within 35 blocks of this entity right here, you can set it to whatever you want, at e, at s, a specific name. The boss bar will show up to players within 35 blocks. Okay. Yeah. That's
Okay. Uh, is that all you have, Lance?
that's all I have.
And that's all I have too. In that case, uh, thank you for joining us for Minecraft Tuesday. It is an inconvenience for the people who did join because it is a Tuesday, which is literally at the beginning of the week. But we thank you if you did. In that case, for the last time this year, 5:12 p.m. meeting adjourned.